peace practice, financial freedom affirmations, and financial freedom visualization. My name is May Dildala. I live in Waikiki with my husband Jomel and our 12-year-old son Jordan. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000 of credit card debt, signed credit debts, paid it off by April of 2016. And then I quit my job. December 23rd, 2016 was my last day. I started coaching clients to do what I did, which wasn't just pay off debt. Our net worth had improved by about $500,000. We were making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividends. And then I started buying properties in the Finance Freedom Mastermind program I created. Bought our first property in 2017. In 2018, we bought our second property. And then in 2019, we sold the first and bought our third property, which is this one. It's a 3-bedroom condo in Waikiki, and my mom moved in last year. So that's my story very fast. If you want to find out more about me and the Finance Freedom Mastermind program that I created, you can go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. Yesfinanciallyfree.com. And you can see on the blog, there is a lot of information, like the replays to my live videos. Also, I have webinars every month. Last month I did options trading, how to rent stocks for income. You can see information on the replay and get the free replay, as well as all these replays of all these lives that I do every morning, all on the blog. Okay, so the blog has a lot of great information. Okay, and then if you go to the menu, all right, on the blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com, you can get free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom, and you can get that replay I told you about. So I told you there's a replay of the webinar I just did, but there's replays of all webinars and invites to the live webinar when I do it. All you have to do is join my email list. It's very simple. You just put in your first name, email address, and hit that button on the Contact Us page, yeah? And then you'll get this free book, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom, and sent to you instantly, all right, right away. So if you don't get it right away, check your spam folder. If you still don't see it, then check your promotions tab on Gmail. And if you still don't see it, then try a different email address. Yeah. So you should get it right away. Okay, we're going to do our gratitude practice. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer
Okay,
started.
let's say thank you for a minute. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this live. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes. Thank you that my heart is beating, and that I'm well this morning, and that I feel good this morning, and that there are cures for ailments, and that I'm healing all the time, and that so many people are all healing right now, and there are people being born, and people being feeling good, and people exercising. I'm so grateful for exercise, for good health, and for grateful I have enough food to eat, and that I'm healthy. Thank you that I'm strong. Thank you that I can do push-ups. Thank you for Jesus Christ. Thank you for God and heaven and hell and all the creation. Thank you for Rinpoche and Buddha, and for Buddhism, and for Atisha and Avalokiteshvara. Thank you for chanting. Thank you for prayer. Thank you for the monks who walk for peace. Thank you for Bhante Panakara, Ajahn Dhampamasan. Thank you for Ajahn Kamini. Alexa, stop. All right. We're done with our thank you practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to do our peace practice. So the first step of our peace practice is to write the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day. So I'm going to do it. I didn't do it yet this morning. So I'm going to do it right now. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Today is going to be my peaceful day. So after you write it, you read it several times, and then you say it out loud. You read it out loud, and that's how you program it in your mind, with your hand first writing, and then with your eyes by seeing, and with your ears by hearing it, and by declaring it out. That makes it more powerful. And then the rest of the day, we do things one thing at a time. But the first thing we're going to do is our mindfulness breathing practice. Yeah. So all you do is focus on your breath right here. And I was just doing it for a while, and I was having a hard time focusing on my breath. So, but all you do is you can count. That's how you can tell you're focusing. That's one way for a beginner. I'm a beginner. So breathe in, count 1, breathe out, count 1, breathe in 2, out 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And then start over again from 1. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. And then start again from 1 and go to 7, 8, 9, 10. And then start again from 1, go to 5, right? Now, if you lose track of your counting of your breath, you just start over again. And don't get mad, just start over again. Even if you do it over and over, like I did today. If a thought comes to distract you, say in your mind to the thought, 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 and come back to your breath. Feelings like pain, itchiness, numbness, feeling, 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 come back to my breath. And then sounds, if you hear a sound, 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 come back to your breath. Okay? So that's the practice. We're going to do that practice right now. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer started.
Okay. Take in 3 deep breaths. Now focus on your breath. Alexa, stop. All right, we're done. How'd you do? All right. I got distracted. But it's okay. So, yeah, focus on your breath. It's really good practice. It'll help you practice focus. Yeah. And controlling your thoughts. Your thoughts are what create, that's what ruins your peace of mind. It's too many thoughts, right? Too many distractions, and then you can't stay focused and you can't calm yourself down, right? And if you can master that, peace, calm, you'll feel better, right? You'll feel happy, peaceful, relaxed, and that is the peace practice. So that's my gift to you. Bhante Panakara is a monk who did the Walk for Peace. He taught that to a lot of people, and I was one of them. He taught online. I didn't even meet him in person, but it's such a powerful practice. I started doing it, and it works. So my gift to you, try it, enjoy it, do it every day, anytime you want. Yeah, anytime you don't feel peaceful, just do that. It's really simple. You saw me do it. It's so easy. Okay. Now, for the rest of the day, all you do is focus on one thing at a time. When you eat, just eat. When you're driving, just drive. It's funny, we were in the car, and my son, he's been doing this with me, right? And he'll be like, no multitasking all the time. But we were in the car, and my friend was driving, and he was talking, and Jordan was like, no multitasking. And I'm like, be nice, honey, because our friend, he's not doing this peace practice, okay? So if he wants to talk and drive, that's his choice, right? But it was so funny. He's like, no multitasking. He's so cute. But yeah, when I drive, I still talk sometimes. It's hard for me to change my habits sometimes, but I do talk less now. I do focus more when I drive. And it's good. It's made me a better driver. Much better. And better cook, right? And better, so many things. So, that's the peace practice. An hour before you go to bed. This one I have not mastered yet, because usually an hour before to go to bed, I'm too tired. But he recommends an hour before you go to bed, review your day, and see if you've done anything to harm anybody else. If you have, say sorry and promise you won't do it again. Ask for forgiveness. You can do that by texting, calling, or doing it in person if they live with you. If somebody harms you, forgive them every day. So just let it all go every day, right? So you're not holding on to any grudges overnight at all. Like, it's pretty powerful stuff, right? And then do the mindfulness breathing. And that's what you do before you go to bed at night. And then when you wake up, you don't look at your cell phone. You just go and make your bed nice, neat, and tidy. Go to the bathroom. If the bathroom is dirty, clean it. And then come out and do your sentence. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Do your mindfulness breathing. And then if you want, you can do some exercise and then eat breakfast and start your day. Yeah. That's the practice he recommends. Yeah. Okay. I've modified it a little bit. Sometimes I do exercise before I do my breathing because I'm too sleepy in the morning. I wake up very early in the morning. I do this live every day at 5 a.m. Yeah, so I wake up earlier than 5 a.m. to do all those things. Yeah, although I forgot, I didn't do my sentence until now. So sometimes I do the exercise before I do the breathing practice just to wake myself up. And my exercise, I do 20 push-ups and I do 50 sit-ups, but they're not exactly sit-ups, but basically ab exercises, and that usually wakes me up enough that I can do, and I do an energy healing routine, and then I feel awake enough to do the meditation. Yeah, so there you go. Now we're going to do our financial freedom practice, and then we are done with our daily practice. So if you do this practice every day, it'll take you about 5 minutes. That's it. Yeah, it's really easy. And it's a great practice. That's why I do it every day. Okay, so check out the blog yesfinanciallyfree.com. Yesfinanciallyfree.com. And then now we're going to go to this map to freedom on the top. Okay, so if you click on that map to freedom, you're going to see a bunch of great information. All right, but map number 5 is called Do It Yourself on Yes Financially Free. And it has a lot of information here where you can study, self-study on how to become financially free. If you have financial difficulties like credit card debt like I did, you can't pay your bills on time, or you're just not saving enough, or you just don't feel secure, or if you didn't have your job, you wouldn't be able to pay your rent, that kind of feeling, then go ahead and click on any of these blog posts that you think will help you and learn how to become financially free, how to create more wealth for yourself. This one is 643 affirmations for financial freedom, wealth, abundance, money, and prosperity. And this is where we are going to get our affirmations that we're going to use today. Okay? So let's do it. All right. So there's affirmations for so many different things in here. One of them is for buying property. Okay, one of them is for employment. We're going to do the financial success. Okay? So repeat after me. I'm filled with the knowledge of God's will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding. His will is my prosperity. I am filled with the knowledge of God's will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding. Her will is my prosperity. I immediately respond in faith to the guidance of the Holy Spirit within me. I immediately respond in faith to the guidance of the Holy Spirit within me. I am always in the right place at the right time because my steps are ordered of God. I am always in the right place at the right time because my steps are ordered of God. God has given me all things that pertain to life and godliness, and I am able to possess all that God has provided for me. God has given me all things that pertain to life and godliness, and I am able to possess all that God has provided for me. God is the unfailing, unlimited source of my supply. God is the unfailing, unlimited source of my supply. My financial income now increases as the blessing of God take over me. My financial income now increases as the blessings of God take over me. Oh, that was fun. Oh, so there's a lot of affirmations in here. Some of them are more, they have God in them. Some of them do not. Today I did the ones with God in them. Felt nice to say that. So you can do whichever ones you want or pick your own, make up your own affirmations. All right, so I remember when I first started meditating at the Agape International Spiritual Center, and I was saying my business is like very challenging. It's like, I don't know, it's constantly fluctuating. Am I losing money? Am I getting money? Because we have an Airbnb business, right? Anyway, and Rev Michael, he said, your business does not belong to you. It belongs to God. And I was like, I never thought of that before. But it made me feel better. I was like, oh, that makes sense, because there's so many factors in a business that you cannot control, right? Like COVID-19, so many businesses failed during COVID-19. The government ordered us to shut down during COVID-19. They said you cannot operate an Airbnb during COVID-19. They like forbade it, right? So, I mean, there are so many things that happen that we cannot control. They are not in our control, right? We just do our best and we look for wisdom and guidance when we can, and that's all we can do, right? And there's no need to worry about it or stress out about it because it is what it is. And the monks for Walk for Peace, they say the same thing. They say, what is yours is already yours, right? It's not going to change. So don't worry about it, right? Do your best, obviously, but don't stress out. It is what it is. If it's yours, it'll be yours no matter what. And if it's not, it will never be yours. So it's all good. And it made me feel better. Made me feel better. Okay, so whatever makes you feel better, I hope you're enjoying the practice. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to imagine that we are already financially free. This is really fun. You're just doing pretend. I'm an adult. I don't know if you're an adult watching, but it's fun to play pretend, even as an adult. Okay, we're just going to pretend we're financially free. We don't need to work a job anymore if we don't want to. It doesn't mean we don't work a job. Jobs are very fulfilling, you know. They help keep us busy. They challenge us. They're exciting. So jobs have a lot of good qualities, all right? But if we don't want to work this one job we're in because we're just working for money and we're like, we need a change or whatever, you don't have to do it anymore because guess what? You're financially free. You have enough money from your investments and your businesses so that you have free time. Okay? And if somebody's sick or somebody passes away, you can go to their funeral. You can support them. Or if someone gets married or has a kid, you can go there and celebrate with them because you have the free time. If your son or daughter or your kids want to play with you, you can because you have free time. And if you're tired, you can sleep because, again, you have free time. So there's so many possibilities with this. I used to go to the beach a lot when I first quit my job. My son was 3 years old when I first quit. And I would take him to the zoo. I would take him to the beach. I would just walk around Waikiki, you know. And the zoo is nice because the zoo is pretty. The zoo in Hawaii is so pretty. It used to be like the private garden of the queen or something. But it's just gorgeous. So the zoo is really nice. And there's so much to do in the zoo. And there's a nice playground in the zoo. So if you have kids and you go to the zoo in Hawaii, it's so nice because the playground is great. And you don't have to worry about them running in the street because there's no cars in the zoo. So I used to go to the zoo and the beach and all that. And I remember once I was at the beach and it was a beautiful day. Jordan was playing in the sand and I was in the sand too. And I was getting all dirty. I was just sitting in the sand, getting messy, playing in the sand. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I am like at the beach. I used to have to work a job at this time, but now I'm at the beach playing in the sand. It's like, so it can happen, all right, to you. I just want you to imagine it now. So that's the practice. We're just going to imagine we're financially free. Imagine it for you. What do you want to be doing when you're financially free? And just feel the feelings of being financially free. So here we go. Alexa, set timer for 30 seconds.
30-second timer started.
Alexa, stop. All right, we're done. That was fun. So join me every morning, 5 a.m. Hawaii time. We do this practice, okay? And if you can't make it, watch the replays or do it on your own. Yeah, adopt your own practice. Figure out what works for you. All right. At the time when I created this, I was not doing well financially, so it's a financially free practice. And then I added gratitude because I always started with gratitude too because I learned that's really important for financial freedom, for happiness in general. And then I added recently this peace practice. And the peace practice is the whole reason I am live every day. Right? I would not be live every day without that peace practice. So it works. It's like a miracle. So the gratitude practice, peace practice, financial freedom practice. All right. These are all extremely important if you want to be happy, peaceful, grateful, feel good in your life, no matter what's happening. All right, so I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to stop for this morning. Here you go. So if you go to the menu at yesfinanciallyfree.com, okay, yesfinanciallyfree.com, you go to the menu, there is a bunch of stuff. There's Inner Circle, Finance Dream Train Life, there's products. So the first two I mentioned, those are actually services I provide on my website, which you can take part of if you choose. Inner Circle is great. All of these are awesome. I'm going to talk about one. I only focus on one a day. For the month of July, I'm talking about build and balance your investment portfolio. And the reason I'm talking about this product, it's a course. It's a video course, and it teaches you how to build and balance your own investments. So a lot of when I was struggling financially, okay, this is something I did not know how to do. All right, most people don't know how to do this. They pay someone to do it for them, but it's not hard to do. So you can do it yourself and not have to pay anyone to do it for you. So a lot of people will pay an investment advisor 1 to 5% in fees to do this. All right. Now you can do it by yourself. I did it. You can build an investment portfolio with an average return of 9.72% net of fees. From 1984 to 2012. That was its performance. You can limit your losses. All right. In 2008 was the housing crisis, if you don't know why I put that there. So negative 3.93% was this portfolio. And then the S&P was negative 37% at the same time. See the difference? Big difference, right? So this is a great product to teach you how to construct what Ray Dalio calls an all seasons portfolio. So this is from a famous investor named Ray Dalio. He teaches a portfolio. I teach you how to actually construct it yourself. All right. And so this is what, like I said, investment advisors do. So if you want to learn this skill, all right, you just go here. You can learn more about it in this video. I talk about it. You can get instant access. You click that button, and then it's $197. All right, you get access to the videos for a year. And not only that, you get an invite every Monday to my office hour. My office hour is on 6 a.m. on Mondays, Hawaii time. All right. So that's like soon. I do my lives at 5 a.m. So an hour after my live, I go on Mondays. I have an office hour invite. I send you a Zoom invite. And then if you need any help with building your investment portfolio, I can help you. All right. If you don't understand the video lessons. Yeah. But it's a great skill. Learning to build and balance your investment portfolio is a really good skill to have if you don't know how to do it. If you're pretty clever and smart, you can figure it out just by Googling online. But it took me a while to figure out, like, to try to do it. And it took me, like, I learned about the all seasons, and I listened to the audiobook of, there was a Tony Robbins book called Money Master the Game. So I listened to that audiobook, like, I don't know how many times before I actually did it. So listening and understanding is so much different than doing it, and now I do it. Like every month I balance, pretty much every month, every couple months I go in and I balance our portfolios. So I manage my son's education portfolio, I manage my husband's 2 retirement portfolios, I manage my retirement portfolio, right? And then I also manage our passive income investing accounts, which pay us passive income from dividends. So I manage all of those, and I also manage an Airbnb business. Yeah, so that's what I do. So it doesn't take much time, though. You only have to do it like once a month, manage a portfolio. You can do it less than that. You can do it once a year. So those investment results were from balancing only once a year. So it's not that hard to balance an investment portfolio. Yeah. So learn it. And go ahead and actually create an investment portfolio if you don't have one already. Yeah. All right. Have a great day. Namaste. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow live at 5 a.m. Hawaii time. It's 11 a.m. Eastern.